while this is getting more interesting and you're back with us in See the Story, still on the 3-Hour News Show. So, Charlotte, there are a lot of, various messages in various movies being put as a subliminal messages and stuff, like in theme. And that has shaped a lot of things that we know now in the world. But in your opinion, what is the role of movies in shaping culture, understanding, and dialogue between different countries? And how does this festival, Sinema Prancis, support this?
Yeah, well, movies are wonderful for that. They are a great window into one society, right? It can be really accurate, whether it's a contemporary movie or if it's a classic movie, a time period movie. In our festival, we show a lot of contemporary, very modern movies. Most of them have actually been released this year in 2024. Some of them have not been released yet in France. They will be released in Indonesia first, which is interesting. But this is a wonderful window into, like cultural, historical, social, all of the values of the society that it conveys. So for us, it's a wonderful way to show what's going on in France right now and what are French people preoccupied about. And I think it's a two-way street. It's the same for Indonesian movies. This is where we really want to try to showcase them more and more. Of course, French movies in Indonesia and Indonesian movies in France.
Yeah. I mean, you can just learn so much, right, from these festivals.
I agree.
I mean, from this one, just listening to people speak French, I think that alone, you can learn something, right?
That's true.
Exactly. So since we're all discussing movies today, please give us your French movie recommendation, to each.
Oh.
We want to know what we have to watch, right?
Yeah, that's right.
From the selection?
Yeah.
Do you want to start?
From the selection?
From the selection, okay.
Okay.
Do you want to start?
I think The Balconettes is a good choice. It's
The Balconettes?
The Balconettes is part of our female gaze section. And it's, at the same time, I mean, it's very political in some ways. I mean, it affirms strong statements on women and women's rights. But at the same time, it's also a comedy, which I think it's a good way also to share some values, right? To make people laugh, so that even though they don't think the same way as the director, they laugh and they enjoy the moment. So they will go back they will go back home after the screening thinking, oh, okay, maybe I should, I don't know, I should think a bit more about such an issue,
Yeah.
So very nice. And the second one would be Emilia Perez. Emilia Perez is a movie which is actually not in French, in Spanish, but which was directed by French director Jacques Audiard, who won the Palme d'Or some years ago. And this movie, I had the privilege to watch it in Cannes, and that was this is my favorite movie of the year, by far. Talking about like a Mexican big gangster wanting to change his sex, change gender, and the theme may look very original, and some people may think, oh, it's not interesting, or I'm not interested in these themes, but actually it's a musical and it's very original. So original, like I was really like, wow, every shot in the movie. There are tons and tons of, there's a lot of work behind each scene, It's crazy. So we screened it during FSP, Festival Sinema Prancis, and then it's really a movie that I was really moved when I watched it.
Charlotte.
Yes, my two selections. So, okay, I would go easy. I would start with the opening movie, which is a blockbuster. It was the movie that cost the most, or it was the most expensive movie made in France in 2024. So it's Alexander Dumas adaptation. It's Le Comte de Monte Cristo. So it's a 3 hours movie, but it's really so worth it. Time period, squash cobbler. I don't know how you say that in English, but it's like, period time. So lots of movement, action, from back in the day. So this would be my first selection. And then I would also choose, we're doing this year a retrospective of Claude Sautet movie. So I would choose one of them, maybe Les Choses de la Vie, or yeah. There's 3 of them that we're having this year, Claude Sautet retrospective. So classic movie portraying a strong female with a strong female character with Romy Schneider.
You had me at Alexander Dumas.
Yes.
All right, so probably we need to introduce our guests tonight about the tradition here in See the Stories, because we have a tradition of wrapping up our interview with games.
Oh,
right? So you will have something to talk about on your way home from here.
Very nice.
So the game is simple. On the plasma, we will have show 4 images related to France. You just have to choose which one is not French.
Oh, easy.
So it could be anything. It could be anything. Okay?
Okay.
So
right.
let's go for the first one.
Here we
which
go.
one is not in France? Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Which one?
Oh, yeah.
Bas à gauche.
Yeah, the castle over there.
That's
the,
Must be in England, right?
the bottom.
The bottom left.
Bottom left.
Bottom left.
Bottom
So
left.
what are the other 3? Okay, we know that that's Musée de Louvre.
Yeah.
What are the those
Top
2
right.
in
So
the tops?
the one on the top left is Le Mont Saint-Michel, which is really a wonderful landmark in France. It is a small island. You can't see it on the picture,
Yeah.
but it's really an island. And when the tide goes up, it's completely isolated. But when it comes down, you can access it walking. It has a church on the top, and really, it's a wonderful site.
Okay, and on the top right.
So it's nearby my grandmother's place, actually.
Is it?
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's Chenonceau's castle, Château de Chenonceau. So it's from the Renaissance period. I don't remember which century, like 15th or 16th, something like this. Yeah, this period of time when European artists were doing like architectural masterpieces like this one. And it is magical. If you go to France, you must definitely visit the Loire Valley, which is the region where this castle is, and there are tons of castles like this one.
Well, this actually proves that France is not only about Paris. You have to go to other places. Look at these, magical. All right, so
the
we know
answer?
that the answer is, yeah, no, you're right. What is that, Yanni,
Yes.
on the bottom left?
Oh my God, you want me to read
England.
that? Something castle.
In England.
In England.
I
Lindisfarne.
think this one appears in The Three
Lindisfarne.
Musketeers, a movie that we are screening as our closing film.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Lindisfarne Castle in England.
All
There we
right.
go.
Okay, let's go to the second one.
Here we go.
Which actor or actress is not French? Of course. Of course.
Top left, but I forgot his name.
Top left, of course.
Yeah, it's Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger.
Yes,
yeah.
the late Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
And can you tell us the other 3? We know that Marion Cotillard
Yeah.
over there
Yes.
on the bottom right, and
Bottom
the
left.
other 2.
Léa Seydoux.
Léa Seydoux, maybe she's well known for her role in James Bond.
And James
Yes.
Bond.
But she
yes.
plays in some movies that we have in our festival this year. And
Jean Dujardin.
Jean Dujardin.
Jean Dujardin was in
The one and
Wolf
only.
of the Wall Street, wasn't it?
Yeah, he played a Swiss banker.
Swiss
Very funny,
banker.
very funny scene. And he won the Academy Award for Best Actor in 2012 or 2011 for The Artist.
Yes, it's the black and white movie.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah,
Wow.
no dialogue.
Okay, so
2 for 2.
so yeah, 2 for 2.
2. We still have one more?
We still have one more.
All right, let's check this one out. So, next one. Which actor is not French?
Okay.
It's, the bottom right. Steven Spielberg is not
Yes.
French.
So that's Steven Spielberg. Who are the other 3?
It's Roman Polanski over here. Yeah.
Okay.
On the
Top
top
right.
right. And the other 2, it's hard to see. I
I can say.
You can?
maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Is it Jean-Pierre Jeunet?
I can't recognize the picture.
Is it Jean-Pierre Jeunet or?
Okay.
We will
Well, let's
see
see
the answer.
Yes.
And it's Mathieu Amalric.
Yeah, Jean-Pierre Jeunet.
And Mathieu
Jean-Pierre
Amalric.
Jeunet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
I didn't know that Roman Polanski is French.
he is Polish and French.
Exactly, that's why.
Yay.
But actually, they're right. 3 for 3, yes. Well done, well done. So these are actually things that
When happened?
So they're actually celebrating as well. They're celebrating the 3 for 3 of Gaspard and Charlotte. But anyway.
That's not
That's the World Cup, right?
Yeah.
This is why. This is why.
So you've heard the selections from each of our guests. Gaspard and Charlotte has given 2 movies each. So I guess those are the movies that you might want to, take a note on.
Yes.
And if there is any, any selections that you can actually tick. So this one is Gaspard's choice. This one is Charlotte's choice.
There's a blockbuster one, there's a classic one.
Yeah,
So, you go whichever you would like better, right?
Yes, that's right. So thank you so much for being here. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you for having us.
And also a big success for Festival Sinema Prancis for this year, the 26th year. And also I hope that the theme that you guys bring to this year's Festival Sinema Prancis will actually resonate far and more to the audience.
We hope so too, yeah. Thank you for having us.
Thank you very
Merci
much.
beaucoup.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
All right, viewers, these stories will continue after the break. Stay with us right here on 3 Hour News Show on See Today.